Welcome to the first day of writing or technical writing workshop. And today is the first lecture. My name is Muhammad Ayaz, and I did my master's in physics from Pias, Islamabad in 2024. So this workshop is going to be a very important contributing factors in order to increase your writing skills. And it will be related to how you can write effectively your research work. And these tools can be applied to more generic cases like writing report or technical report specifically, and writing research proposals for academic grants like PhD positions. So in this lecture, you will learn many things such as relationship between scientific success and effective writing, and you will see that these two things are closely correlated with each other. And you will see that what is the difference between writing and effective writing in terms of professional impact. And we will see that what are citations and their importance as a measurable uh, tool for evaluating the quality of research work. And at last, we will discuss a very important tool that is called rewriting or iterative writing. And this impactful tool can be used to clarify and enhance the precision of our writing. So we know that scientists and researchers publish their research work in journals, and there is a concept of publish or perish in the scientific world. But publish or perish is only for the survival. In order to succeed in your field, you have to write impactful, uh, impactful research papers, and this can be only done through effective writing. So there are two metrics through which we can evaluate a published work. These are impact factor that evaluates the quality of a journal and the H index that evaluates the quality of researcher and its credibility. So how do we measure them? Consider we have 10 research papers and each have been cited 10 times by other people in the research world. So our H index would be 10. But on the other hand, we have 100 or 200 papers and they have been cited by none. Then we have an H index of 0. It means that the volume doesn't matter or the quantity doesn't matter. What does matter is the impactfulness and influence of the research work on the scientific field. And it can be enhanced through writing effectively and conveying our ideas in an effective manner. And how can we do it? So there's a difference between writing effectively and just writing. If effective writing conveys the message that we are trying to convey to our audience in a very effective way, and it makes our content more palatable for the audience, and uh, uh, it also make the job of the reader quite easy. So the goal of effective writing is to enhance the clarity and impact of our research work. And consider the paper of Watson's and Crick's, and it was published in 1953. And now the message or the idea that they conveyed through this paper has become the cornerstone and fundamental concept in the field of biology and life sciences. And it's just a 900 words paper. So see that how an effective idea presented through an impactful writing or written work can uh, drastically transform the given discipline, and uh, it could give us a paradigm shift. So we have to burst a myth, that is the myth of the perfect first draft. Many people think that they have to write perfectly in the first attempt, and this thing stressed us out and give us an extra burden when we are writing. But there is an easy way in order to write effectively. First, we have to write whatever we want to write uh, at as rough as much and as fast as we could, and then we can refine and process our written work through the process of rewriting and iterative writing. And even experienced authors produce flawed first drafts. But perfection blocks our productivity. So first attempt to write as much as quickly and jot down your ideas on paper or on screen of your laptop as much as quickly, and then refine it later many times if you like. So first draft could be shitty and could be complete garbage, but your third, fourth, or sometimes sixth draft could be an incredible work. So rewriting is a very efficient tool in order to make the written work or our research work uh, quite impactful. So better approach is to get ideas down first, then refine later. So there is a very crucial role, of rewriting in helping us to produce very impactful work. So what does rewriting work does, or what is the impact of rewriting on our written work? It improves the clarity and understanding. So many people think that in order to write clearly, we have to first think clearly. But it is uh, utterly wrong and mistaken. We can enhance the clearness of our ideas in our mind through writing clearly. So consider we write a very rough idea in very rough manner on our paper. Then we read it later, and we understand that what are the mistakes that we have made. And in the process of rewriting, we can clarify these mistakes uh, and can make some corrections. And through this process of recognizing our mistakes and making improvements, we can clarify our ideas. So first thing is to write clearly, and clear writing can increase the clarity and understanding of our ideas. So many professional writers may revise 10 to 20 times before publishing, and according to the Anne Lamarts, shitty first drafts embrace messy starts. So you have to first embrace your messy starts, then you can improve later on it. So let's see an example. So first we write a sentence on our first draft. So the sentence could be, the study was done to check if the new method works and we found it is useful in many situations. So you may wonder that it is a very good sentence, but if you look closer, you can see that there are some mistakes and there are many use of filler words in it, like new method, many situations, we found, was done to check. So these kind of phrases are giving a vague message to the reader. So in order to make it clear, we have to make some changes. So in order to enhance the precision, we can change the phrase the study was done to check by more precise and strong phrase by that is we demonstrate. So we demonstrate is replaced by the study was done to check in our second draft. And then we can replace the vague phrase with reliably improves result for measurable impact. And then in the first draft, many situations is giving a vague idea of the scope of study. We can change it by multiple scenarios, and it is more concrete and giving a confidence to our idea. And at last, in order to further strengthen our sentence, we can use the phrase like broad applicability to emphasize relevance of our study to the scope that we are referring to. So then our final draft can be in the form as we demonstrate that the new method reliably improves results across multiple scenarios, confirming its broad applicability. So this sentence is giving a more confident view of our study, and it is not shaky as the previous sentence. So there are four generic principles that we can use in scientific writing in order to make our first draft more clear. So we have to use strong active verbs instead of vague phrases and replace general words with specific measurable terms. And we have to clearly state the impact or significance of our study. And we have to keep our sentence concise and free of fillers because many journals have word limit. So there is another example showing the significance of rewriting or iterative writing. So at first we write, our results are important and show that the new algorithm is good for many applications and can be used in different situations without problems. So it seems a good sentence, but still there are some mistakes, like a vague word good. We do not know how good is it. and without problems. So phrase without problems does not identify which kind of problems. So we have to remove in order to improve the clarity of our sentence. These words like good, without problems, and we have to specify the concrete details through the use of phrases like across diverse data sets and real world applications, because algorithm is going to work on some kind of data sets, and we have to specify in our sentence. And then we have to reduce the word count to make our sentence more concise and more digestible for the reader. So after making these kind of changes, we can refine our sentence, and our final sentence would be like this: our algorithm consistently improves performance across diverse datasets, making it a robust choice for real-world applications. So again, we have make use of different principles for better writing and conveying our message effectively to the audience. So we have replaced vague adjectives, and we have replaced with them measurable or specific claims, and we have made use of active voice and precise language. And we have also made the removal of some unnecessary words while keeping essential contexts. So in the summary, in order to enhance our impact in scientific world, in order to achieve scientific success, we have to write effectively. And we have seen a single tool that can change the perspective and make our ideas more clear on the paper. And that is the process of rewriting. So in order to make uh, our work more influential and impactful, we have to write clearly. And we can make our writing clear through rewriting. So there is a very interesting in-class activity that we can do. So consider a scenario of two scientists, and they are going to publish similar research results. But one scientist, that is scientist A, writes the paper quickly, treating it as an afterthought. On the other hand, scientist B approaches writing as part of their scientific craft. So you have to or identify three likely differences in 5 minutes in terms of clarity of communication, impact on the scientific community, and career opportunities uh, for these two scientists. And unfortunately, there is also a homework for you to do in your assignment day. So you have to select or identify some sentences from your previous assignments or reports that you may have written in during your academic journey, and you have to write and revise these three sentences for clarity and conciseness. And after that, you have to submit both the original and revised versions. So after doing this assignment, you have to put them in the Drive link that we have given to you. So it is so this is the whole process through which we can uh, make our writing effectively by using a single tool called rewriting, or iterative writing. And we will see in upcoming lectures many other tools like this in order to make our writing more effective and impactful.